Hi all. Okay, so we are now on the last of the resumes, CVs, cover letters presentation. This one, like the last one, which was bad resumes, is not required. It's just kind of fun to illustrate some of the problems that we see and why they're important and how to avoid them. So let me get back over to the slideshow. So now we're going to look at some bad cover letters, and I know it was from Business Insider, but I forget the link. I had it and then something happened on my computer and I lost it. So here's this was a cover letter and resume for the intern position. So to whom it may concern, my name is blank and I'm an interested applicant in the position currently available. My skills consist of being great at multitasking, great with computers, patient, bilingualism, fluent Spanish, reliable, and having very flexible hours. I'm 24 years old, which is why I think this position is a great fit for me. I've attached my resume in hopes of being considered for it. I'm available weekdays, weekends, and anytime nights. Thank you in advance for your time reading this email. Should you choose to move forward with my application, please do not hesitate to call me at blank to schedule a more formal interview or contact me via email. Also, I'll be happy to provide you with additional information about my qualifications and references. Attentively. So this is not fully terrible. There's a lot of good things here. So we do have some good skills. So they're great at multitasking, good with computers. These could be more specific, but they're not terrible. Being patient isn't bad. Bilingualism, I don't think is a word, but I'm a fluent Spanish speaker, would have been fine. I'm reliable is not terrible. I'm not sure how having flexible hours is a skill. I'm 24 years old, which is why I think this position is a great fit for me. So your age is the thing that makes you think that you could be a good intern. That doesn't really help. What else is there here? This last part's actually really, really good. So this is a good closing. Thank you for advancing your time reading this email. Should you choose to move forward, there are a lot of typos here. Like we don't want this comma here. This should be a full dash. It shouldn't be a hyphen. But the actual content here is really good. We have some problems here with to whom it may concern because we don't know to whom it's being addressed, and this person didn't take the time to figure out who the hiring manager was. They didn't say what the name of the position was. The skills don't seem particularly related to the intern position. There needs to be a comma after 24 years old. 24 should be 24 years old with a hyphen in between it. This is not bad. I've attached my resume in hopes of being considered for it. I'm available weekdays, weekends, and at any time nights. This is good information. It could have been phrased better, but it's not bad. The problems with this are that the position is a great fit only because of the age, and that these aren't all skills. Then that this applicant does not really seem particularly invested in this position in particular. We don't know what the position is or with what company or who the hiring manager is. So there's some good skills here. There's a lot to work with, but there's also a lot that needs to be improved on it. This is for the same position, the internship. Hi, Jessica, that's better. At least we're addressing it to the correct person. I guess the only reason I'm applying is because I studied journalism. Originally, I'm an engineer and is right now studying in a left-leaning institution, master's in sociology, blank University, New Delhi, India, which studies markets just to criticize them. I don't read much of the magazine that you mentioned in your job requirement article, but yes, I do have an analytical mind, and I understand what one event in one country means to markets all over the world. I know I'm not tailor-made for the job, and I have 3 months after May 5th before I resume the new semester here. Nevertheless, this looked interesting. It was fun applying. Thanks and regards. So here you've got a pretty good opening as far as hi, Jessica. You got a good closing, thanks and regards, but everything in the middle just really does not seem interested in the application or the position. So I guess the only reason I'm applying is because, well, that conveys right off the bat that you have no real interest in this job. So I don't want to read the rest. You don't seem like you're interested in doing journalism anymore, but you originally studied journalism and were originally an engineer. This sentence has a lot of grammar issues. There shouldn't be a comma after journalism. That should be a period. Originally am an engineer and is right now studying. That should be originally I am an engineer and am right now studying. In a left-leaning institution, I don't know why they've included that, why they didn't just say I'm studying, or I'm completing my master's in sociology at blank university. And then which studies markets just to criticize them. Well, you're already being very critical of your current school, so I expect you're going to be really critical of my company as well. I don't read much of the magazine that you mentioned in your job requirement article. If you don't read the material that you're going to be writing, how do you know it? So that's kind of a problem. But yes, I do have an analytical mind, and I understand what one event in one country means to markets over the world. That's good information, but we have two run-ons here, and if I'm applying for an internship for journalism, I'm really going to care about grammar. So all those missing commas are a real problem there. I know I'm not tailor-made for the job, and I have just 3 months after May 5th before I resume the new semester here. So I know you're not going to be moving up in the company. I'm just going to be hiring you for an internship for just 3 months. You're not a good fit anyway. So, I mean, again, I just want to toss this to the side. Nevertheless, this looked interesting. Again, you seem very dismissive of this application. I don't even really feel like you want to apply here. So this is not a good cover letter. It was fun applying, thanks in regards. So that's not very serious. So that would be another example of a bad cover letter. I think this is the end of that presentation. So this last one will be really short. So that is finally the end of the CVs and resumes and cover letters part of this. The next one, which is on interviewing, will hopefully be a bit shorter, and I should have that one up shortly. Have a great day.